Terrorist side on Inferno. They got 7 rounds. I think I don't need to say that much more about Inferno, but the second pistol round win for X-Titan gave them another boost, 6 rounds in a row. And after that it was just, you know, a matter of time until they win it, basically. Let's see if NiP can win their own map pick. It's Cache, a map that they are very confident on. They already played with Pete against eFrag. They lost the map to eFrag, which was, ironically, Cache. It ended 16-12 in favor of the Bulgarian squad. On that map, we were able to see that everyone was all roughly on the same page, but GetRight had a rough time against eFrag. Now, we can't draw conclusions like Team A wins against Team B and therefore they win against Team C or something like that. No. But I just wanted to point that out. At the same time, X-Titan had trouble against Space Soldiers and also lost 16-12. I hope this is going to be a good map. I will adjust the score on the top as soon as the pistol round is over. Now Smith wants to try and make this a quick one. He already picks up 2 frags as well as Shoxy. Good job by him. GetRight snuck his way into the forklift, but a flawless round and almost no HP lost for the CTs. I don't know what's wrong with X-Titan, but they must have eaten some boosters. Really sick start for them again. They are definitely in control now, mentally as well as financially and on the score. But Cache is one of those maps where you can easily win a few 4-spy rounds or an upgraded pistol round on the terrorist side especially. And that's what NiP is trying to do. Smith with the first frag though at Squeaky. Getting rid of Pit over there. Caught a few bullets but gets a second frag onto GetRight. And Smith is still on a prowl. He gets pushed again by Forrest this time around. And neither of the 3 terrorists had a chance. Finally, Exist will get rid of him. But Shocks, oh, he's running into some trouble. Actually goes down to Freiberg. 1 HP remained for him. He received 99 damage. But still runs and guns with his MP9 now. I don't know if the terrorists can actually do something about this round. They still have 1 minute. So it's too long for them to go for a save yet. And they definitely could go for a save. I mean, they have armor. They have those MP9s and Tech 9s as well as a Deagle on Exist. But it, yeah, it ended negatively for Exist. That's what you were able to see already. And it will probably end badly for Freiberg as well. It's got 30 seconds to work with. The likelihood of nobody sitting on the B bomb site is almost 0. Would be a huge miss if X-Titan didn't have at least 1 player taking a peek there. So Freiberg needs a headshot. He doesn't get it, so RPK will pick him up and make it 2-0. X-Titan with the lead. Not failing to collect the second round as well. And NiP on the save. The Swedes know that there is not much to gain if they take it too slowly, so they flash each other into the A-bomb site. They take point quickly, trying to capture ground and quickly trying to get frags as well. Smith is in the back of the bomb site and he's having a baller today. He's really feeling great. Such a big game with the AWP on Inferno already, and he's kicking it off quite strongly as well with 7 frags in 3 rounds on Cache. So Smith's able to get his AWP already, and he even has some money left. You can barely see those things happen for a CT team. NiP on the other side with the 5 AKs, setting up their first rifle round. It's gonna be somewhat decisive here, not really decisive, but if they don't get a single frag, I think that X-Titan will have a really easy time. And they go for that aggressive push already. Look at that. Shocks and Existence push forward. Existence gives away his position on purpose to draw the terrorist attention away from Shocks. He stays back in A main. So if NiP want to go for the A bomb site, they have to check everything. Otherwise, they will at least lose one of their places. Now friberg with a good spray through the smoke. Had that angle lined up already. Existence and Scream both go down to 74 and 49. So slowly but surely dealing damage, pushing the CTs into a little more defensive positions there. Terrorists on the other side still have to get that opening frag, and they are looking for it. Smith holding his angle and holding his trigger finger as well. Get right peeked his old friend a little bit too much, and after that he was taken out. But the same goes for Existence, who went down. RPK now steps it up in a middle. He pushed in there recklessly, going to work on the terrorist, but Exist still on top of the roof, making it a 2v2. Pete and Exist have an open B bomb site. Pete still checks it out quite carefully. Has to hurry up though, otherwise the CTs will rotate in. Now Exist hangs out in middle, and that doesn't give the terrorists a chance to support each other and go for refrags. It's gonna be up to every single individual here on this map still. Shocks goes down to Exist. Now Exist can push into vents. His position has been revealed anyway. Scream on the other side doesn't slow down at all. He spots Pit, but a quick headshot will dispose of him. And NiP with a triple kill for Exist and a double for Pit. Make it 3-1. And that was definitely some mid-round playing that, yeah, was desperately needed by NiP. The two crucial frags over here when RPK pushed into middle. He got a double kill and he was still traded. And after that was another frag in middle to get them the 2v2 that NiP was able to clutch in the end. They survived that scary situation. But they are still not over the hump. Existence back on an orb. So this time around it's not Smith who holds it. Existence is accompanied by RPK, if I see that number correctly. Should be. And they capture deep ground here. That makes it very, very hard for the terrorists to get in. While Pit is just hanging out in Squeaky. friberg could walk into the crosshair of Existence. He still has some... Oh, he doesn't get that kill. friberg just tagged, but Scream in the meantime mops up the frag in middle. Crucial kill as well. Get right with the answer on RPK. And now Existence in a very hard position. He misses a few more shots. And that was his end. But it was also the end for friberg, who got taken out by Shocks. 3v3 now. The B bomb site has been captured. The CT's on the rotation, but the terrorists will take the A bomb site instead. The nade could have taken Smith out, but he still stays alive in the back. Look at him. Oh, that angle, that timing by Smith. A 1v2 though, still in favor of the terrorists as Pit went to work on Smith. And he wants to fake the bomb. He doesn't have to plant it yet. Shocks is still waiting above. He spotted the head. Gets a frag, but gets traded by Get Right. Quad kill for Get Right on a lurk that was really superior to everything else. Get Right ended up on the truck to get that last frag. NiP with the second round, but a real struggle for them. The other side, X-Titan have to struggle with their money. The taxman wasn't kind to the Frenchmen, including the two Belgians. So they're stripped of their money. They have to go for a save. Just a few upgraded pistols here and there. A deal for Scream now that he picked it up from Shocks' body. At least he gets a headshot. Then the aim punch kicks in. Exist with the AK spray down. Existence with a P2000. Doesn't look too promising for him. Texas is down a little bit. And that was quite cool to see, you know, those experienced players. Youngsters sometimes make that mistake. Exist was tagged on that corner against the pistol. He realizes, okay, I'm a little low on HP. I should back away. Let my teammate take over. And his teammate got the kill. So the terrorists stay alive, and that gives them some more money to work with in the future. Just keeping an eye on the economy at the very start of a game. Never wrong to do so. Now X-Titan is back on weapons, but they don't have any special ideas so far. They leave Scream in middle. Nobody pushes Squeaky this time around, and they will heavily focus on mid now. They have pulled 3 players together over there. And NiP on the other side, they take their time. They are cleaning up the counter boost. The CTs, it's kind of like NiP is reading their opponent's minds now. Look at Scream. He's got Existence next to him, while RPK and Freiburg will trade frags. Existence with a desperate spray. He gets a second. That shouldn't have happened. A 2v4 now. Existence runs into middle. Why did he do that? It's a 2v2 now, thanks to Freiburg and Pit. Oh, Scream and Smith have to kind of salvage this round. It was a 4v2, but Pit with another great frag. 2v1 now. Scream is in the vents, but the terrorists will avoid him. They push through A main. He has to sprint there to keep them from getting the plant and possibly even winning the round. But look at Freiburg. He's turning around again. Make him Scream feel dizzy a little bit. Possibly even being sick at one point here. If it was real life, Scream would have sprinted so much. Would have been completely out of breath. Freiburg covering Pit, who's on the plant. Scream, what does he want to do? 9 seconds on the clock. Bomb goes down, and so does Scream. NiP with a round they shouldn't have won. Freiburg and Pit with a 5v2 clutch. So to speak, it was a 4v2, but it really was a round that shouldn't have gone the way of the Swedes. It was a 4v2 at times. Then Existence started to run into middle randomly in a 4v2. Why would you do that with a flash in his hands on top of that? I hate to criticize people, especially experienced people like Existence. But he probably knows, and he probably is mad at himself for that. Now Shox tries to make up for that. Trying to make it expensive for the terrorists. And now he backs away, gives middle control to the terrorists, lets RPK take over, just focuses on Speedway for now. So that is the crucial crossfire now, together with Smith and Existence. The CTs are heavily stacked on the A bomb side. Now they will rotate to B, but NiP is already deep inside the site. They don't allow the CTs to get any foothold on there. The smoke's already in place, and Pit with that angle, that very tiny edge on the smoke. RPK though trades him, drops the bomb. 3v3 is restored. The terrorists in some trouble now. They have to watch out. They have to cover themselves, and at the same time the smoke is fading, so the CTs have free angles now. Freiburg with a good shot though, relieves some of that pressure. Get right roll relieve even more. Turns up the valve, makes it a 1v3. And Smith just wants to get some exit frags. The aim push is a little bit too much. If he doesn't pull the trigger first, he will go down, and that's what he does against Freiburg. 5-3 now. 5 rounds in a row for NiP. The loser bonus on the CT side is helping them a little bit, so they afford an orb. So the same goes for the terrorists though, with Forest on the orb. No exchanges yet. The CT is still focused on middle. And only one player at A. Shox wants to push around. He gets that flash that was blinding him, but the timing was just a few milliseconds too late to save Freiburg's life there by the terrorists. So Shox with the first frag. He retreated back into the A bomb site as well. No, Scream is there. What a headshot by Scream onto Exist. Such a swift click. And it's a 5v2 already. This doesn't look promising at all for NiP. But I don't want to call them out. Forest give them some hope. And Pit is with him. Pit, the main performer so far. Forest gets tagged. The no-scope doesn't hit. And now it's Pit alone. He's getting sprayed through the wall already. Has to sneak all the way to the B bomb site. Only RPK is standing there, so if he gets the kill onto RPK, this could still be a round that Pit can clutch. But not if he doesn't get the frag onto RPK. So, X-Titan hold on to this game. It is a slightly terrorist-sided map. Have to keep that in mind as well when you look at the scoreline, when you look at the pistol round. I mean, we barely see any pistol rounds go in the way of the CTs, and that in a flawless manner. But NiP don't have to worry too much about this half so far. Scream tries to make them worry with his opening frag, pushing out of Squeaky and getting back into safety as well. So the CTs are just like a bee. They sting and then try to fly away again. Whereas bees actually die when they stung, right? And wasps, they stay alive. I don't know. Some expert in insects definitely is needed here on the stream. So RPK holds on to B together with Existence so far. NiP is not making a move at all. They stay behind that line. Get right crosses that line. Also gets the frag. Now let's see what he can do about the B bomb site. Not too much anymore. He only has a few nades and a few HP. So he's the bomb carrier from now on. Freiburg takes his role as well as Exists, who gets that frag in middle. The terrorists still haven't made up their mind. Exist goes down to Shocks, and now that makes it very hard to make up their minds. They know they got frags on either bomb site. Get right now pushes forward. He's the man with the lowest HP, but still gets a frag onto Smith. Picks up the bomb. He has to hurry up though. Existence is already on his way. But he expects somebody to be around the middle, and that slows him down quite a lot, giving the terrorists the time to get themselves into comfortable after-planned positions. And Existence is still paranoid about his back. Doesn't spot anyone there. He will probably check Speedway again. Get right knows where he's coming from, and Get right stays alive with 10 HP. He picks up 2 frags while being on 10. And he also got a frag on B bomb site to start with. So he's stepping it up as well. NiP with a 6-4 now. X-Titan will hang on to whatever they have. They scrape the bottom of their pockets. And I always think that Scream is pushed into A main all the way down there. He isn't though. Existence is with him in middle. That's the way they like to play it. And when NiP figure that out, it's gonna be hard for the Frenchman, for the Belgian mixture, to really make those plays work. As you can see, Forrest already expected that counter boost. Luckily for Scream, the weapon fell back down, so he was able to pick it up, and it didn't stay up there. In the meantime, we have a push by Smith, who picks up a Mech 10 only. So that definitely doesn't give him too much to work with, but at least he gets a frag. Get right will remove Scream though. Freiburg almost shooting his teammate through the smoke. That would have been another crucial team kill by NiP. Exist with the AK shot onto Shock, so slightly favoring the terrorists. Just understating the situation that X-Titan are in at the moment. They had a fighting chance for quite some time here in this round, but NiP did a good job of slowly but surely working their way in there, capturing the B-bomb site. And now Smith has only one task, getting exit frags, possibly saving that M4A1. Forrest didn't have the impact that he wants to have with his AWP so far. Will Smith go for that ninja defuse? Nope. That would have been cool. Stays around the corner, and that was a really cheeky save. The terrorists were fanning out, they were checking everything. Forrest was here already, they checked A as well. But he just stayed inside, snuck his way through again. Really, really well done by Smith to hold on to this weapon. Now, holding on to the weapon is not all the things that he wants to do. He needs to get a few frags as well now. NiP know that one weapon has been saved, so they will take it slow. They want to try to find out where this rifle is before executing and possibly running into that gun. But there it is, Smith with the first frag. He expects somebody to be in Squeaky. Gets a small tag onto Pete. And Forest doesn't necessarily have any trouble here. Shox is already down to 12. Easily burned alive by Forest, just grilling him. 4v4 now. The terrorists favor the A-bomb side. And Smith is taken out, so the A-bomb set is free for the taking. Scream is still in there. Maybe the terrorists have overextended a little bit now, but Freiburg is still holding on to the angle. Intercepts the CTs that came in for the reinforcements. RPK is alone, taken out by GetRight. So NiP do a good job of making this look as decisive as possible with an 8-4. The CTs are back on weapons, however. And the terrorist money could easily sustain 2 rounds loss if it should happen. Maybe not so much if they go for orbs all the time, but I think that the Swedes will figure that out quite quickly and stay away from the orb in case they run into some money trouble. Just a default build-up by NiP for now. GetRight on B. Pit in Squeaky. The rest is in middle / A main, with Exist on the boost for now, and Forest holding on to A main. He didn't see Smith though. Smith creeping through the fingers of Forest. But still goes down. It's a 4v5 in favor of the terrorists. Now they have those few openings that X-Titan have to, you know, leave open. Middle, for example. Or if middle would have been covered, the B bomb site would be weaker. Or A. Not necessarily any of the bomb sites. Or everything would be weaker if the CT spread out and put 1 on A, 1 in middle, 2 at B, or however they want to juggle the players around. And NiP wants to figure that out together. 1 in vents already, and the CTs know they need to gather some information to make this round go their way again. But Pete with a quick double headshot. Just amazing to see him explode like that after a not so good performance on Inferno. He's turning up the heat on the Frenchman, making some French toast on Cash. It's gonna be a 9-4. The question is, will the CTs save those guns and have a fighting chance in the second last round of this first half of the second map? Existence doing a good job of getting those 2 kills, but RPK is alone and they know where he is. He steps out, gets that frag, gets a second as well. He could still eliminate the terrorist, but Exist finally gets rid of him. Still a very costly round for NiP, but as I already said, it won't matter anymore. They will be able to buy up anyway in this one, and surely also in the last round of this half. 7 kills for Forest, 10 and 11 for every single other player on his squad. While we have 12 for Smith, and the rest of his team is lagging behind a little bit. Not necessarily missing in action, but they could do some more. Now we have a change of X-Titan's lineup with, not the lineup, but the way they position their lineup. With Shox in A, as well as Smith and Scream. But it's an eco round for the CTs, so no wonder they change it up a little bit. Have to try and plug as many holes as possible while, doing the laundry, mopping up, brushing their own teeth, possibly even showering. So there are so many tasks at hand in the household of X-Titan. They can't possibly be all covered by their 5 men. So they just try to focus on a few things. And at the moment they focus on the wrong things. They are stacked on the B bomb side while the terrorists get closer and closer to A. Smith with the deagle. He needs to step it up for his squad. He spots it first off guard, but GetRight turns around. Doesn't miss that shot. Doesn't miss the 1 on Shoxy, but Pit with a refrag. So it's a 4v3. The terrorists in some good control for now. They push Exist forward. He gets another frag. Existence and RPK, the last man for the CTs. RPK could even try and save his armor. More the armor than the CZ75. And Existence could try to get a frag. He knows the terrorists are in there, so that's... Those footsteps by Pit are no mystery. But Existence will hear where they exit too. And that gives him the chance to maybe squeeze in a frag there. RPK is running as well, so they focus on the exits now. They will join forces. But that was some decent pre-fire, even with the CZ75. And the smoke was there as well. NiP was playing it so thoroughly. It was almost insane. 10-4 now in favor of the Swedes on their map pick. They pick up an autoscope for Pete. They have 2 orbs on the terrorist side. They really want to shut down every dream and hope of X-Titan to win this second map as well. The orbs on Squeaky and on the B-bomb side. They most likely dropped an AK for Get Right somewhere close and spawn. That's also why he didn't move too far. And the rest of the squad looking for the opening frag. Just the same story all over again. NiP was so successful with the default play. Why should they go for any execution and risk losing a round that they could have won if they went and stayed with their default? Existence is the counterpart to Get Right on the B-bomb side, and Smith is holding on to A. The CTs will allow themselves to focus on middle with their 3 rifle players, thanks to having those 2 scopes. But they need to watch out. As soon as one of those scopes gets taken down, they could run into some big trouble. Shots with the frag on to Get Right, and Smith with the kill on the A-bomb side. Looking good for the CT so far. But let's not count NiP out just yet. Forrest is still there. He picks off Shocks on a rotation. And Smith already pulled out of the bomb site. Gives it up, but the quick shot onto Freiburg. Great stuff by him. Exist with the reply. It's a 2v3. He desperately looks for the kill through the smoke. Doesn't pick it up though. The flash at least allows him to move back again. But Forrest will be pinned down in that corner. Smith with the USP. He's going all in there. Going for the no-scope. Running in some trouble. Picks him off mid-air with the no-scope. Exist is alone against the 3 CTs that cover the bomb diffuser. And Smith will make that an easy-looking round there. 10-5. X-Titan win the last one. It's a small consolation for them. But at least they have a fighting chance. If they win the second pistol in the second half, the pistol in the second half, they could still come back into this game. I don't know if they really can rack up 10 rounds on the terrorist side against NiP. I think the Swedes have found their strength again. They had good team play. They were all confident in their own ability. And you can see that it was a team effort on the frag count. Pit with a few very good opening kills. Or relieving kills. You know, those kills in the middle. Your teammate got the first one. But you don't know if you can still win the round. And then somebody comes in or comes up with a random double kill or a triple even. And suddenly the round is almost sealed off. A big mistake by X-Titan there with the round that was a 4v2 and still was clutched by Pit and Freiburg. With the triple for Freiburg and the double for Pit. That should have been a round that X-Titan should have won, and it would have been a round that would have played a big role in the end of this half. Now the Frenchmen without any grenades, they want to go in there naked, barefooted. Over the coals, they step. Smith is finally getting the frag, but it took him quite long. The CT's already on the rotation, and the bomb hasn't crossed to the platform. Freiburg drops the bomb carrier. Exist goes to work, and every single terrorist I switch to goes down instantly. The CT's in full control now. They have 4 players around the side. Shox is picking up the bomb, but he can't get out of there alive anymore. Get Right has him covered, and NiP will start it off with a bang. A 4-man surviving CT side taking revenge for X-Titans' 5-man sweep. The Swedes are doing good now, and I say it again and again, I won't call it a day, but I am dreaming of Train already. The CTs with an aggressive setup now, pushing in there straight away. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs for them. So they don't play it as aggressively as X-Titan on Inferno did. Forrest with a sturdy kill on 2 shocks. Forrest with a second. Such a tiny gun. It's just like an airsoft pistol. Oh, now he runs into some trouble. Randomly sprays away. The terrorist will dispose of him finally. Oh, but that frag should have gone the way of Scream. Freiburg stays alive with 3 HP. Existence looks for the frag. Wanted to hunt him down, but Exist was switching positions with his teammate. So NiP in the lead, 12-5. And whoever wins this map, whoever wins the 3rd map, or if we see a 3rd map, you know, yeah, looking back at the scoreline, nobody will ask, how close did you lose the qualifying match? Everyone wants to know who qualified and not how they qualified. And that's something that I really sometimes hate about the qualification process and all that, because a big part of the storylines gets lost by those close games that we sometimes see and we sometimes forget about, because they simply weren't as important as the fact that they got there. So the first rifle round now in the second half. Titan know what's at stake, and they line up a straight execution into the A-bomb site. They push 3 players into Squeaky already. I actually expected them to slow down and then line up some smokes and flashes, but they want to do that from inside, and that will give away their plans already. The CT's on a full rotation. Exist is so flash, he didn't see anything. And Shocks with a second frag already, nailing Pit to the wall. Forrest with a refrag, but the bomb is already taken in favor of the X-Titan squad. And Smith has shown that he's not only good with the AWP, but also wields the rifle quite well. Forrest and Get Right just want to get away with what they have. Get Right could easily pick up a few more frags, but he's, you know, he's got some equipment with him. And throwing that away wouldn't necessarily be cool. Now they got that opening frag, and when Forrest picked up that frag onto the terrorists, it was triggering their instinct, you know. Oh, we got that frag, now it's a 3v2. The bomb is ticking for 40 seconds, so we have the time to try. And trying in that situation wasn't the wrong thing to do. They knew they will still have the money to buy up anyway. So why not try when you have a good chance like that? The terrorists are taking it slower this time around. They are not going for a straight A execution, but usually or almost use a default build-up. The one that NiP used as well. They boost Scream upstairs, taking a deep peek into middle, looking for some tiny pixels of heads, but Freiburg is staying away. Scream will line up that smoke, and a good nade by Get Right. Mortar-like falling down on the Belgium player, taking him down to 46. Now Forrest and Existence will trade blows, and Shocks with an important kill on the A-bomb site, making the CTs focus on that a little more. And that opens up middle for Scream, because the CTs were on the move. And that's when they are the weakest, when the CTs have to move around, if they have to go for information. That's the time where your lurkers or the guys that wait in position will be the most valuable for your squad. Shox with the last one of the round, making it 7-13, and gives X-Titan a fighting chance on the second map. Remember, they won the first one quite decisively, 16-9, with an 8-7 terrorist side in their own favor. X-Titan was doing a good job on Inferno. Now NiP only need to pick up 3 more rounds, but one of them will be this upgraded pistol without armor. As you can see yourself, the opening frags fell quite quickly to make it a 5v3 already. X-Titan just needs to check out those last few corners, and then they should be able to push through any bomb site they wanna. Good kill by Smith as well. On the back of Scream. Now we've got Forest pushed back a little bit. The terrorist will focus on him, but he still manages to squeeze out that headshot. In the meantime, his teammate on the A-bomb site goes down. And it's not going to be long until Forest goes down too. Smith with a triple kill. 8-13. The terrorists are closing the gap, but NiP is back on weapons. And that's really when we get to see where this half is going. The terrorist money is building up. If NiP lose this round, their own money, you see it yourself, is in shambles. 4-round loser bonus is not too big. So the CTs would be on an upgraded pistol round, considering the fact they don't have any money in the back of the bag accounts. But Pit and Forest are doing a good job of opening up this round, giving the CTs the driving seat back and putting their foot on the gas pedal. Pit sneaks back into the site, so the terrorists don't even know if he's still hanging around in A main or not. Overall, good play by NiP. Their default worked perfectly. They didn't panic. They didn't throw in some weird executions in the middle to, you know, counter mind game somebody that isn't even mind gaming them. And their CT side is looking sturdy as well. Existence and Shox make it look a little more shaky. Double kill by Shox, who's coming on alive as well. 2v2 now. Get right and Freiburg on the rotation from Truck. And X-Titan will stack in the back. Smoke is there by the CTs, forcing Shox to get out of position. RPK is still around, but GetRight knows that RPK must be around that. He goes around, or Freiburg actually goes around, and GetRight on 8 HP. The bomb is ticking fast and fast. RPK lines up on the edge. Oh, GetRight jumping out there has been hurt by RPK, and what a clutch by RPK and Shox. Together, they make it happen. Somebody that has received a lot of flack after he came back. RPK was a CSGO player already. Then he went to take a break, followed his real-life job, was busy in real life. Then he came back to Titan again. And you know, he was rusty. He might not be the best player. He wasn't as good as he was before, especially not as good as he was in Source. But he is definitely picking it up lately, getting better and better. 4v4 now, thanks to Freiburg's headshot. And in my opinion, Freiburg was, you know, when he ran out there to get that angle on RPK, that was a little too quick, because GetRight was still not able to get a crossfire or to get the refrag straight away. And that was maybe some self-confidence that Freiburg shouldn't have had in that situation. Now RPK and Smith will collect the B-bomb site. The CTs with some good flashes move in straight away, but Exist goes down and Forest is alone. He gets taken out by RPK as well, who must have heard me say that he's getting better and better. 3 kills again. And again, it's Smith on 23 frags. On the other side, we have 19 for Exist and 18 for Forest. Orb for Forest. CT's put a lot of emphasis on that one. And both our players on both teams will just hang back a little more. Looking at GetRight though. He's on point with his lurking game, but Existence wasn't... He was expecting that. He was looking for the frag there. GetRight still picks it up, makes it a 5v4, and that was a crucial frag and a crucial round. If NiP don't pick this one up, X-Titan will be a little bit too close. And it might make the Swedes sweat, even though it's quite cold in Sweden at the moment. They are definitely feeling some pressure rising. Shox and Scream in a perfect position to get at least a trade frag. If Exist picks up that kill onto Scream, which I almost expect already. Let's see what they do. They check that corner. Exist goes down straight away. Pit with a heads-up rotation already is at the forklift and gets away with his life. 19 HP remain. RPK spots the ankles of one of the CTs and sprays in there. Now Forrest missing that shot. That was a big one. A 3v3 now. The bomb is not planted yet. They know that Pit is somewhere around. RPK will easily dispose of him with the Tech 9. And it's GetRight on the lurk. Can he change this round? He spotted Smiths already. The bomb is still not planted yet. The terrorist might let this round slip away. Shox is looking out though for his team, and X-Titan make it 13-11. They string 6 rounds together. 6 rounds that were close, but 6 important ones. And if we compare the second half to the first half, Titan is already stronger than NiP was. But let's not be too mysterious about it. NiP still have the 2-round lead, and they have Exist on the orb. Something we see very, very, very seldomly, but doesn't matter. He's still a pro gamer that can wield any weapon. Forrest with a P250 gets 1 kill, but that doesn't really nag the terrorist too much. GetRight might be a little more nagging onto Shox, because he can pick up a weapon. And he's got armor as well. While Exist didn't have armor. And, you know, the aim punch. GetRight will pick up the orb now. He wants to save that for Forrest. Or possibly even Exist. No, I think Exist had the orb to equal... No, he didn't equal out his money. That was a special play by NiP or a misbuy. And GetRight hides away in CT spawn. They expected him already. They flashed each other in. Sturdy play by X-Titan, making it 12-13 and showing their own resilience with a 7th round in a row. Maybe they were able to crush NiP's mindset already. The Swedes are in the ropes. They are hanging in there, but only by a thread. Exist with a Famous now. Only a few nades for him, but the teammates, they are the crucial part right now. They will focus on middle at the start of this round. They don't want to let X-Titan take control of this part. The Flames will make Shox retreat from Squeaky for now. So it's all just a tactical forcing each other away, giving each other information, but then using that part in your own favor by giving away your... Oh, look at that. That wasn't planned. Smith gets spotted by Forrest in the vents, and he gets away with his life. He can get back into middle. Now it's up to RPK to win this duel inside the B-bomb site. He will get rid of GetRight, and it's back to a 4v4. Exist knew that Shox was there from the beginning of the round, and Shox will try his very best to fake and get another frag onto Pit. That was definitely unexpected for the CTs. Now they are on the ropes again. Look at Forrest though, he's coming up with a big lurk in middle. He's expected already, and Shox with a straight headshot. A 2v4 now. Freiburg and Exist, they need to come back in the round for the CTs. This is so important for NiP. The bomb is not being planted. Exist comes in from Checkit. He's not being covered. And Freiburg makes that frag go the way of the CTs. Exist doesn't go down. Goes down to Existence. But it was not over yet. Freiburg gets another one. Makes it a 1v2. He knows that there is somebody below him, but Existence will show that he's not only one of the most experienced in-game leaders of CS Source, but also a good aimer. 13 to 13 now. What can NiP do? What can NiP do to break the streak? It's not the fragging department that they lack. It's not necessarily the strategies or the tactics, the special play. It's just coming down to those 2v2, 3v3, 1v1 situations. And Shox is doing a good job on the A-bomb side. Smith did take some time to react, but when he did, it was on point. Pit captured an AK, goes for the shoulder peek, baits a shot, then retreats. Get right. In checkered still. Won't see any action anytime soon. X-Titan will go back to A again. And the pistols of the CTs, they shouldn't be a problem for X-Titan. Smith is there with the AWP. If Scream doesn't get a headshot, Smith should be there. He should be able to collect this frag. And remember, 3 rounds and X-Titan will qualify for the $200,000 Game Show Global Esports LAN Finals. Get right. Coming for the rotation, but Forest with a lurk. Gets that frag. CD75 does pick up the second though. It's X-Titan taking the lead after a lengthy struggle. They strung, let me count, 9 rounds together. And that's something that NiP probably didn't expect. I hope that they can hold up their composure, that they can play to their very best for their fans out there, for you guys out there. We want to see at least in overtime, if not a third map. Freiburg in middle. Default setup for X-Titan. They figure, well, our own default is working even better than NiP's did. So let's keep doing what we are doing. Some individual special play like RPK's headshot there on Get Right. That obviously was just aim. But Shoxy definitely pulled a very cool individual play on the A-bomb side when he got that frag in the second last round. Like the round before the last round. And Smith is getting rid of Pit, who was going for some information. He was pushed there. I mean, he was told to get that information. Look who is there in A main, if there is anyone. We need that information to prepare ourselves. Well, he got the information, but sadly he died. And Smith is just having a shooting gallery here. Burning Exist out of his position. Freiburg and Forest, the 2 Fs. Double F. Can they go big? They know it's gonna be a B play by the terrorists now. They're quite loud, and now they go down through the wall. Existence with a wall bang. Forest is forced to commit and goes down 15 to 13 in favor of X-Titan. Can they pull it home? Can they go to the LAN finals at the 4th of February in Vilnius in Lithuania? Can they pull the upset? The odds on CSGO launch are massively favoring NiP. I think it was 74 to 26 or something around those lines. And the CTs already go down 2 men. It's Get Right with a UMP, Freiburg with a FAMAS, and Forest with the M4. But they don't have too many nades anymore. If they really want to come back into the round, and there is no question about that, NiP want to do that, they need to do it barefooted. They need to be the guys who pick up the headshots in the duels. Forest retreats into middle. X-Titan on the way to B bomb side now with 3 players already there. And Shock still on Squeaky. Good frag by Forest, but traded by Scream. And RPK is hanging out on the B bomb side. X-Titan still has 50 seconds on the clock. And I think RPK has seen Freiburg there. Good frag, making it a 4v1. Get right is the last hope for the Swedish team. He will spray RPK down from behind, but now he's got a lengthy rotation ahead of him. He's already intercepted by Shox, who is there. And it's gonna be so hard for GetRight to check his way back into the A-bomb site. Not going to happen. 16 to 13, 28 kills for Smiths. What a great